A woman looked back, and in that moment, she became a pillar of salt. Behind her, 2 cities vanished. Sodom and Gomorrah. The Bible says, fire and sulfur rained down from heaven, and the cities disappeared. In a single night. Only one family escaped. But Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. For thousands of years, many people thought this was only a legend, a terrifying story made to warn people about God's judgment. But near the Dead Sea, archaeologists found something disturbing. Was the disaster of Sodom and Gomorrah only a myth, or was there a real catastrophe behind the story? The trail begins southeast of the Dead Sea. There, archaeologists uncovered an ancient city called Numeira. It seems to have been suddenly abandoned around 2350 BC. Most cities do not disappear like this. They decline slowly. People leave. Buildings collapse over time. Streets become empty. But Numeira was different. It looked as if everything stopped at once. As the excavation continued, the mystery became darker. The entire site was covered with thick layers of charcoal and ash. The houses, the streets, the walls, everything had burned. This was not a small fire. It looked like the whole city had been swallowed by flames. But there was something strange. There were no clear signs of war, no obvious signs of looting, no weapons from invaders, no evidence of a long battle, only fire. A massive fire that consumed the city. Then the excavation team found something even more chilling. Under a collapsed tower, they discovered 3 human skeletons. Their bodies tell the story of the final moment. They had no time to escape, no time to run. The tower fell on them suddenly, and they were crushed where they stood. Just a few seconds. That may have been all they had. So what happened to this city? The next clue came from geologists. Researchers studied layers of sediment deep beneath the Dead Sea. These layers are like tree rings. Year by year, they record what happened in the past. And inside those layers, scientists found signs of a powerful earthquake. The timing was shocking. The disturbed layers date to the same general period, when Numeira was destroyed. Was this only coincidence? When we look at the map, the danger becomes clear. The Dead Sea region sits on a massive fault system. A huge crack in the earth runs through the Jordan Rift Valley. Here, 2 tectonic plates move against each other. The land is unstable. Earthquakes have struck this region again and again, and Numeira was built near this dangerous zone. In other words, the city stood on a ticking time bomb. If a major earthquake hit, mud brick walls could collapse instantly, towers could fall, fires could spread, and people inside the city might have had no chance to survive. Now the pieces begin to connect. A collapsed tower, skeletons trapped beneath the ruins, all of them point to a sudden disaster. A massive earthquake may have destroyed the city, but the story does not end there. An earthquake can explain falling walls. It can explain a collapsing tower. It can even explain how fires began, but it cannot fully explain the strangest part of the Bible's account. The Bible says that fire and sulfur rained down from heaven, but an earthquake comes from below, not from the sky. So what was the burning rain? What was the fire that seemed to fall from heaven? The answer may have been hidden beneath the city's own feet. We'll uncover it in Part 2. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications